Mac T here, and I got a little bit of information about your Ford ESP because a lot of folks ask what is the best extended warranty, and for the most part I'm going to tell you any aftermarket warranty that you're going to get, you're going to run into problems. And before I get into the ESP, I'm going to tell you my experiences with them and all the other folks that are having experiences with these aftermarket warranties. So don't, in my opinion, succumb to the pressure sale when you're buying a used vehicle and they're pushing you to buy some off-the-wall thing. I know from experience that I have previous information with some folks. I know a few folks in my past that they're multimillionaires and they run a extended warranty program, and they're not multimillionaires by accident. They don't pay out. That's why they're multimillionaires, and you guys are making them rich. They have them written in such a way that you have to have diagnostics, you have to have lubrication failures, you have to have all this stuff, and then you have to pay for the diagnostics, you have to pay for all this, and then they make it extremely difficult, long and drawn out, and then ultimately you may become fatigued, and you may have to get lawyers involved, and then you pay the lawyer, and it goes on, folks. So I'm going to tell you right now, probably the best protection plan going with the best rating is the Ford ESP extended service plan. That's it. Even I'm considering getting one. And before I go any further, I am not a sponsor of this. I am just telling you my viewpoint. If I were to buy any extended service plan, it would be through Ford because they have the best, best relationship as far as people go, the best satisfaction. And I'm considering getting one for my 2019 just because. Okay, now I do have a CPO, and I bought it new and all this stuff, and it has a good year left on its warranty, but I have to start thinking, do I want an ESP? Even though I have the extended powertrain, I don't have all the other stuff that goes with the ESP. So I'm going to try to go through the ESP Premium Care, and then of course all the other lower ones. But if you want to see the Premium Care document, you can go online and search for it, and keep in mind that not all dealers sell the ESP at the same price. So you're going to have to shop and check all the dealerships and find the best ones. And so far in our Facebook group, the Flood Ford company, I guess it's a Ford dealership, has usually come out ahead on pricing. So I'm not saying they're the best. I'm just saying that a majority of people seem to think Flood Ford is the better choice for ESP warranties. So shop around because they all sell them at different prices. But again, not a sponsor, folks. Do not get me wrong on this. I am not sponsoring it, but I am telling you what my opinion on it is, and the fact that I'm a very big advocate of not getting extended warranties, but I am considering one for my 2019, and some of it has to do with the engine and other issues that I'm uncertain about, but also, I want to see what the price is compared to what the cost of repairs are, and I know the higher the technology gets, the more costly things get. So it never hurts to hedge your bets when you think you got the right bet to make. So going into it, we have the ESP, and they have the Premium Care, they have the Extended Care, they have a bunch of different levels. I think there's 4 or 5 altogether. You can research that yourself. I'm just going to concentrate on the top end program because I think that gives you a pretty good bang for your buck, and it can go up to 8 years. And they have different deductibles from 0 to 200 and all this other stuff, and I'll cover that in the cost here at the very end. But one of the first things we're going to start out with, of course, is the drive-on with first-class service. Basically, they provide you with all the service across the United States at any one of their places. They only use Ford-authorized parts for the repairs, and of course you get the factory trained certified technicians. So yeah, standard blah 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 on that. Drive on with valuable benefits. Yes, basically you get it includes any tire changes, lockouts, out of fuels, battery jump start assistance, basically roadside assistance you get with this program, and then towing assistance up to $100. Other things, emergency travel expenses up to $1,000 within the first 5 days of your occurrence. So you're getting this on top of your mechanical repairs. Destination assistance, whatever that is, they say that's something good. And then plus rental vehicle benefits, $30 a day up to 10 days for coverage for repairs. That's right. Don't know what's going to happen if it takes longer than 10 days, but you'll have to work that out. But that's going through that part of it. Drive on with key services. Hey, here's something for you all. Key service is available benefit within your Ford Premium Care coverage. And with the technology today, these keys are expensive. Well, here's what you get. Your Ford Protect key service plan will replace or reprogram your keys and or fobs if they are misplaced, damaged and will not work, say you run it through the washing machine, and also if they're locked in your vehicle, you can't get in, which is sort of strange in a way. If you have the key code, you should be able to, but not all of us have the key code, so I can see that being a problem, but y'all should memorize that thing. Anyway, other ones, drive on with savings. Premium care coverage is an affordable way. It protects you from rising costs of future repair bills. Yeah. Pay only your deductible, and if any per covered repair visit. And then, of course, 100% transferable. That's right. If I sell my 2019 and I got 8 years on it, I own it 5, I got 3 more years on it, I can transfer it to the new owner. And that's a benefit all by itself because it could add up to more value for your vehicle. Coverage for new Ford Protect plans begins at the original in-service date of the new vehicle. So if I got 8 years and I'm 3 years in and my 3-year bumper to bumper is about to expire, I got 5 years left. Okay, so do the math. You're basically paying for 8 years, but you only get to use 5. Hey, so do your math based on that 5 years after the 3 years and decide how much money it's going to cost you per month or anything else that you're going to be doing that. So 0 miles or hours aren't, you select the coverage expires upon reaching the earliest of the time, mileage, or hours. So everything's based on time and mileage. And just keep in mind, if you drive a lot, it's going to decrease it a lot faster. So, in my case, I might not make it the 8 years. I might make it 5. Who knows. But for used Ford Protect plans, you can also buy this under used vehicles, and then they got a whole different process of dealing with what you can get covered under vehicles that are considered used. So check that out. Vehicles outside the new vehicle limited warranty coverage for Ford and everything else, they have to have information, current mileage, and then you can select the coverage, and it expires based on the purchase from the expiration of the new vehicle warranty. So even if it's used, it still goes past past that point. So they got themselves covered in this aspect. Cab and chassis, incomplete vehicles. Basically, you're going to build for 5 years or 100,000 miles or 400,000. That's not really going to cover us there, and you're not going to have any deal. Now, you can apply for an installment plan with this, and they got 0% APR free interest installment plan with flexible payment options to get this. So don't think that you have to go out and just slap down thousands of dollars to get this. You can build a payment plan on it and get it paid in that manner. So you can do a monthly payment on this if that would be more easy for you to finance this in that aspect. But 0% is what they're offering. I don't know if it's a qualifying credit thing or what they're going to be doing there, but just keep in mind that they do have that also available. Basically, Ford Premium Care will go up from 8 years to 150,000 miles, and it does cover a lot of different things for you. And they list some things, steering gears $1,000, transmission, $4,000 to $5,000. you can see where this might be available to you. And they also have some other things that you can go through. They have what they call the deductible options, and they have, let's see, a disappearing deductible that is an optional. In other words, you go 250 and then 0. So you might want to check that out to see if that is something that would be viable to you as far as getting this plan. Now, moving on to some other parts. Engine, what do they cover on the engine? All internally lubricated parts, cylinder blocks, cylinder heads, diesel fuel injectors, diesels, engine mounts, flywheel, exhaust manifold and bolts, flywheel, ring gear, fuel tank and metal lines, gas fuel injectors, gas and injector lines, harmonic balancers, oil pan, oil pump, PCM module, radiator fan, thermostat housing, timing chain cover, timing chain, yeah, comes in handy, turbocharger and supercharger, valve covers and a water pump. So that's the engine. The transmission, they cover everything in the transmission. It's internally lubricated, torque converter, transfer case, transmission case, linkages, transmission modules, and transmission mounts. Electrical, they cover LED lighting or lamp assemblies, interior and exterior, alternators, charge volt gauges, your clock, your control track system, driver's seat, position sensor, dual zone electric, auto temp control, fuel pump. I'm not reading them all off of here, but the power window, power sunshades, intelligent four-wheel drive systems, the power mirrors, incandescent halogen bulbs, interior and exterior, speedometer, odometer, mechanical starter motor solenoid, switches, temperature gauges, volt regulator, wiper, activated headlamps, wiper motors, wiring harnesses, on and on, ignition switches, everything that they're covering there. Brakes, they cover all anti-lock brake module sensors, the brake booster, the calipers, the continuation valve, the ETA pump hose assembly, master cylinder, parking brake linkages, retainers and clips, self-adjusters, shaft for brake pedal, springs and wheel cylinders. Front and rear suspension, they cover the ball joints, upper and lower, control arm shafts, bearings, bushes, linkages and bearings, load leveler suspension, McPherson style struts, roll stability control, spindle and spindle support bushings and springs, is stabilizer bar and tie rods. That's quite a bit of stuff they're covering here. Axle shafts for the front and rear and front wheel drive axle, front final drive housing and rear axle housing for all-wheel drive. Drive shafts are covered. Locking rings, seals and gaskets, universal and constant velocity joints, CV shafts, and viscous coupler, flexible couplers. Emissions, they cover all your check valves, control valves, vacuum valves, air supply valve, EGRs, ECCs, relays assemblies, electronic throttle control, vapor storage canisters, NOx sensors, mass airflow, oxygen sensors, PCV hose assemblies, the valve, the vapor filter, and the urea system for the diesels, vacuum restrictors, and of course variable camshaft timing phasers. Yeah, those are the round things there that move around. Yeah, they cover those too. Air conditioning, the accumulator, clutch bearings, compressor, clutch switch, compressor head, compressor seats, condenser, auto temp control, evaporator, the field coil, blower motor, heater blower motor, heater control assembly, heater core assembly, instrument panel, and then all air ducts and anything else that's going on right there. Safety, they cover the airbag module assemblies, diagnostic module assembly. Door ajar warning switches covered. Guides, bezels, brackets, and supports for the safety belts. Key security lock, microchip encoded keys. Lock cylinders, doors, lever assembly doors, and lock lever assembly for their tailgate. Lock lever retainer clips and brackets. The module for the passive restraint, the seat belt buckles, safety belt motor, and safety belts, restraint systems, retractors, track assemblies, and of course safety canopy, sensors, and shoulder strap, track assemblies, and wiring assemblies. So a lot of stuff they cover there. Steering, they cover the column lock tilt wheel, control valves, cooler and metal lines, electric power assist steering, idler arm, power steering pump, electric power steering actuator. Yeah, because we got electric power steering, so that would cover that. Any pulley assemblies that are there, seals, gaskets, steering columns, steering gear housing, manual or power, including all internal parts, the steering shaft, and the linkages and everything else that go with that. Now, what else do they cover? They cover other things like your high-tech. And this is very important because this high-tech stuff can get you really in a bind when you're going for it, so you want to make sure you cover it. And then you have adaptive cruise control, that can be expensive. Adaptive headlight systems, that could be expensive. Air suspension, anti-theft alarm systems, auto lock and unlock system, automatic park assist, blind spot info system, cross traffic system, enhanced active park assist, Ford Link system, Ford Work Solutions Assist Security, forward sensing alarms, fuel mixer, fuel mixer. Nah, I don't know what that is. In-dash Garmin voice activated navigation system. Oh, that's something. It's a Garmin system they're using. Interesting. Anyway, voice activated navigation system, factory installed. Let's see, intelligent oil life monitor system is covered, keyless entry system, excluding the door handles. They don't cover that. Lane departure warning, power antennas, power door locks, power rain sensing wipers, rear control, refrigeration, reverse camera system, reverse sensing system, secure code, keyless entry, secure lock, passive anti-theft ignition sensor, SOS post-crash alert system, speed control, stationary elevated ride control. I don't know what that is. My Ford TAC also is included. Trailer brake module, unique hybrid electric vehicle components, excluding high voltage battery and cables. So that's what you got on the high-tech. And then last but not least, we do have the audio. And we have the antenna, radio, base assembly, the brackets, the cables, the wired, cellular phone receiver, handset speaker assembly, an antenna, compass, and thermometer readout displays, controls, rear seat, rear radio, AM, FM, speakers, cassette player, digital CD player, graphic equalizer, premium sound amplifier as long as it's factory installed, and then rear entertainment system if it's factory installed. But basically that gives you a lot of stuff for your premium care, and I just read off almost all of it, so if you fell asleep, wake up now. There's a lot to it, and it covers a lot, folks, and we're looking at deductibles. Now I did mine, my 2019, and I did the cost deductible, and I'm just going to go up to a few years. So if I chose zero deductible and I wanted to go to 8 years, it would cost me $4,020. So you can pay that all up front, or you can use the credit, so you divide that up to the number of years you're going to be having it, which is up to 8 years, so it's over a 5-year payment probably that you're going to be doing. And 0% interest, if that's the case, hey, you're in the money there. But it gets cheaper as you go, so you can get down to 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6, 7, and then up to 8. But the 8 years at 150,000 miles would be $4,020. Now, if you go to the $50 deductible for 8 years and 150,000 miles, we're looking at $3,570. And then if we go to $100 deductible, we're looking at a deductible that's not much less. Okay, we're looking at 150,000 miles, 8 years, at $3,345 for the $100 deductible. And then if you go to the $200 deductible, we're looking at $3,095 for the 8 years and 150,000 miles. So, you know, if you got the 200 you want to do, you can spend that and do that, and then keep in mind you have the option of decreasing deductible. So, you know, maybe if you don't use it for a while, they decrease the deductible. I don't know what that plan entails, but that might save you some money there. But if you wanted to go with the 200, the cheapest plan for a 2019 Ford Edge with 8,000 miles on it, it comes out to $3,095 for over a 5-year payment plan, or a cash payment of that amount of money. And that that might be an option, because the new engine is going to cost $5,000 to $8,000. You know, and if you have a 2015 through 2017 or 18 rather, Ford Edge with this 2.0 EcoBoost, that might be something that pays off. Also, with all this additional electronics, there could be a lot of stuff that's covered there. But again, I've not had any bad folks coming out and saying bad things about the Ford ESP program. Got a lot of folks saying that the other programs are really bad. But hey, that's what it is. Now, as far as what I just read off on the sales brochure, if you want to take a look at that, you can find it on the internet, or you can go to MACTFORDEDGE on Facebook. We have it in the file section, so you can pull it up and check it all out. But do say shop around. You can probably find different prices for this, and keep in mind that once you buy this, all other dealers have to accept it, even if they didn't sell it to you. So don't feel like you have to buy it from your local Ford dealer. You buy it from Ford, and then Ford is the main one. Just like all your aftermarket ones, you buy it from one place, you can use it, as they say, quote unquote, at any place where you're at. So just keep that in mind. But I think this is some good insurance. The keys alone, we got a lot of people losing keys. If you have a breakdown, you get some assistance that way. If you don't have AAA, or if your insurance company doesn't have vehicle roadside assistance with you, that's another benefit. But hey, a lost key replaced for free. Of course, your deductible would be in there too. So if you had a lost key, you'd pay $200. You might be cheaper to go buy the key. But if you have a zero deductible, you got a free key. That's what that comes out to. So choose wisely what you think you can afford, and on your budget. And again, you'll pay $1,000 more essentially for the zero deductible compared to the $200 deductible. So you got to stop and think: is it worth it? How many? I'd have to make 5 visits to make up that $1,000, and who knows? Maybe roll the dice, and you might be making more than 5 visits, because certain things happen, and you want to make sure you're covered. But I thought I would cover this. I don't want to make this a horribly long video, but I felt that folks need to have some information. You don't see too much of this type of video on groups, so I thought, why not cover this and see what's going on. Again, I am not a sponsor. I am just a consumer like you that was interested in it. I wanted to relay what I found about the Ford Premium Care ESP program and how much it costs. So your cost may vary depending on the age of your vehicle, whether it was used, time it was bought, all that good stuff. But this is based off of this 2019 Ford Edge that I own. My cars, my other Edges, wouldn't even qualify for it per se because of the age. Especially my Lou has 310,000 miles on it. They just laugh at me and walk away. But anyway, hopefully you found this information very exciting. I know it's boring, But hey, I think it's good information if you wanted to learn what it was and listen to this while you're driving down the road or something like this, like a podcast. I think it'd be beneficial for you to get some information on that. So if nothing else, hey, like, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. MACTFORDEDGE on Facebook, also YouTube channel. Remember, hit the like button on this video. The more people that hit the like button, the higher up I go, and I get suggested viewings and everything else, and it helps my channel out. So hit that like button up there for me. And also MACT Garage is a growing channel, so watch that and hit that like button. And don't forget MACTgarage.com. That's where you can get a lot of the information on your vehicles, safety, not safety manuals, but owner's manuals, parts, everything specific to the model years you're looking for. So go there, buy t-shirts, social media tab, all that good stuff. I'm redesigning a t-shirt in the future, so we'll have something new for you. And also the stickers, you can buy the stickers there and everything else. But hey, Band of One's always got some great music it plays at the end. Mercy Grill has always got one-liners. My feet hit the floor today. I'm having a great day, and I want you to have a great day too. And maybe there'll be something else at the end of this if I feel like it.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Go production.